Shut up and sit down.
What's the story, Internet? Hope everyone is doing well. We have survived another international break. It's over. Thank God for that. And now we can turn our attention to the weekend. So this first video is in regards to the Saturday matches, and then part 2 will be in regards to Sunday and Monday, and then I will release a video on Sunday getting into the upcoming Champions League matches coming up next week. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with the Premier League, obviously. So the big one, the Merseyside derby, Everton versus Liverpool. So Everton top of the table, looking very strong this season. Brilliant signings, great seasoned manager. Liverpool, defending champions, but did just lose 7-2 to Aston Villa. So, with very little time to recover because of the international break, how is that going to affect them? I can see this going one of two ways. Either it's going to be a very cagey match because neither of them want to lose, or they're going to go out with something to prove, and this is going to be very high scoring and be like a 5-4 or something crazy like that. I actually think that Everton has got a good chance of claiming this one. First time in many, many years. So I'm going to throw my hat on Everton winning this one. So on to the next one, Chelsea versus Southampton. I think this is easily going to be Chelsea's match, but then again, Southampton have played relatively well. They've got a couple of wins under their belt. They're obviously fighting so that they're not in that relegation spot this year. So I can see Southampton sort of putting Chelsea to it, a bit like West Brom did a couple of weeks ago. But just like in that West Brom game, I think Chelsea is ultimately going to have the last laugh. I think Chelsea might actually win this one rather than it being a draw. On to the next big match, City versus Arsenal. So Saturday's very busy. There's a couple of other matches in Europe that prove that it's going to be a big day Saturday. So City versus Arsenal. City are on the ropes a bit after their last couple of matches. Arsenal have looked very strong. So if Arsenal can come out fighting, I think that they'll have a good chance in this one. So we'll just have to see how Arsenal fares. Are City going to be able to bring it back? They did get Ruben Dias right after the last round of matches. So could he shore up their defence? Who knows? So they're still a tough team to beat, even if they are against the ropes, just like their favourite son, Ricky Hatton, or one of their favourite sons, since the favourite sons are Oasis. So I'm going to throw my hat on Arsenal winning this one, maybe a 3-2. And then the last match of the day is Newcastle versus Manchester United. So Manchester United still licking the wounds from the last match, 6-1 against Tottenham. Newcastle won last time out, they won 3-1. I think that Newcastle is going to be tough to break down. However, they have looked very defensively weak this year. If United can exploit that with the likes of Martial, Rashford and Greenwood, then I think we could do all right. Donny van de Beek just scored his first international goal for Holland, so his confidence will be sky high. So I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will have a point to prove, and I think he's not going to let them lose this one. I doubt that we'll see the younger signings. I still can't pronounce his name right, but the young Uruguayan who landed in Manchester today is rumoured to be on the bench. Edison Cavani is unfortunately still in quarantine, but Alex Telles will probably start. So hopefully his influence will shore up the defence, and maybe even going forward will help out the attack. So I have high hopes for this one, but you never know with Newcastle. They aren't a team to be ignored. Steve Bruce has got them doing pretty well, especially with the likes of Almiron. So we'll have to see. Still going to throw my hat on United winning this one. No bias, obviously. No bias whatsoever. So just a quick rundown of these games. Everton versus Liverpool is on NBC Sports Network or Universal. Chelsea versus Southampton, same thing, NBC Sports Network or Universal. City versus Arsenal is on NBC proper or Universal, and United versus Newcastle is on Peacock. So, on to the other matches. So, we've got the Old Firm derby, Rangers versus Celtic, one of the most hotly contested matches in world football. These two teams hate each other. Glasgow derby. Should be an incredibly entertaining match. Obviously Celtic had the bragging rights for many years now, but Rangers coming back into the fold a little bit. I haven't been paying attention to the Scottish League this year, so I'm not sure where each of them sit or how each of them have been doing, but still, I think it's probably going to be Celtic's day. However, in a derby match, you never know. So, definitely one of the ones to watch out for. Unfortunately, it's not going to be as entertaining without the fans, but still, just the fact that the teams are there. I mean, the likes of Scott Brown is probably going to clatter someone and get sent off, because that's the sort of player that he is, and he bleeds and dies for the Celtic shirt, just like the likes of James Forrest. So I think this could be a good game. The other one to watch out for, the Milan derby. So we've got AC Milan versus Inter Milan. So another hotly contested derby in Europe. Inter Milan has been doing the better out of the two teams. Lukaku doing well on international break. I think that Inter's just going to have it. You never know. AC Milan back with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Is he going to be the difference maker at the San Siro? We'll have to see. Another derby match that could go either way. But I'm going to throw my hat on Inter winning this one. So those are the Saturday matches. So I hope you're all excited for that one. Another addition that I'm going to mention it in this video rather than the Saturday-Sunday video, is up on my little board here. I used to have all the Premier League matches. Now I'm just going to have the big matches, hence the major matches. So we've got Celtic versus Rangers, AC Milan versus Inter Milan, Everton versus Liverpool, and City versus Arsenal. Those are my picks for the weekend. So I'm going to finish this one here, and then I'm going to start back up and do the Sunday-Monday matches. So I hope everyone is doing well, staying out of trouble, keeping safe, and I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.